Lonely as the night.
I remember that from GTA.
Da, 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 da. Super kick party. I think I wore that shirt 3 days ago. Super kick party. I like the new BBC. God damn it! I like the new BCC shirt.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. I like the new BCC shirt.
Why?
Be
Why do you-
real. It says "Be real," and then in the square around it says Blackpool Combat Club.
Oh.
I don't know. It just looks cool. I like the design.
I was just trying to cause a
Ruckus.
follow up to your. I like that. Why? Why
Yeah.
do you like it?
Mm-hmm. Like yes and.
Yeah, like yes and. I like the shirts that, and all the goddamn time I'll tell you about
All the
the
goddamn
shirts
time.
that Ruby Soho and Willow wore for the hardcore match.
Mm-hmm.
I want those.
Oh.
I want those shirts.
I was going to bring up to you that I saw AEW posted that it's going to be Saraya versus Willow. I forget if it's this week or next
She
week.
said on Rampage that she was going to be fighting Willow on Wednesday.
Okay, so it is this week. Because I think the cage match is in 2 weeks.
No, that's this
That's
week.
this week?
That's
Okay.
this week.
I was trying to remember if it was this week or next
They
week.
announced it at the end of Rampage. He's like, and following up, blah, 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 blah.
Okay, because I saw something that was announced for May 10th, and I was like, that's next week.
I'll look it up right now.
Okay.
Hey, we have a podcast.
We do.
Okay.
That's what we're doing right now.
I know, but I just wanted to, so.
Ring the bell.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a podcast all about wrestling. In this corner, an author and a black belt, Kibbles.
Kibbles? What kind of name is that?
Pookie the Wolf is the best.
I forgot my copies. And in this corner, Pookie the Wolf.
Pookie the Wolf is one of the best.
Welcome to the Kibbles and Pookie's Squared Circle.
All right, so we have Tres de Mayo Trios Battle Royale, which is a Trios Battle Royale.
Okay.
We have. Wait, what? So, okay, so it's a
This is
Trios. It's a
interesting.
Trios Battle Royale.
Yeah.
I don't know what they win if they win.
Money? I don't know. Last time it was money.
Well, that was the whatchamacallit Battle Royale, right? The money. There was like some.
Yeah.
money involved. Maybe it is money. They didn't.
Maybe they win
number.
#1 contendership to the Trios Championships.
Maybe, but it's Dark Order,
Okay.
the Acclaimed,
Okay.
Powerhouse Hobbs, and the members of the Factory,
Okay.
QT and Aaron. The group, Ari Davari and Nice.
Trustbusters.
No, well, not Trustbusters, but
I thought they were Trustbusters.
yeah, I guess they are. The Mark Sterling, Tony Nese, Josh Woods, Ari Davari.
Okay. Yeah, I thought those
Um,
guys. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Played Bunny and Kip, and then the last team is the Lucha Brothers and
Pac.
no
But well,
Vikingo.
why?
I don't know. That's what I was. I was like, he's gonna say Pac, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna be him. I'm sorry. I set you up for failure. I'm sorry.
Well, it was funny because I started. The reason why it took so long to answer was because you were like and I was like, okay, if he's passing it to me, it's not Pac. But I legitimately
Yeah.
couldn't think of somebody else, so I just said Pac.
So yeah, Willow versus. We hear from the Elite,
Oh, we're gonna hear from them.
and then we have John Moxley and Kenny Omega. Oh, no, wait, maybe you're right. It is 2 weeks from.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
they said the
you're
cage
right.
match was the 10th.
Nope. Yeah, you're
We'll
right.
hear from the Elite, and they'll be like, "We want to fight you in Anarchy in the arena," and that will happen at the Double or Nothings, more than likely.
Yep.
Because at this point, I don't think they're going to do if it's an 8-man tag or a 10-man tag or whatever. I don't think it's just going to be like, here's a regular 8-man tag match.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like, here's Anarchy in the arena.
But
again.
here's the game plan. I mean, obviously we've already started talking about AEW, and then we'll get to the
we're going to do the
Backlash.
booklash.
I thought of a song to sing
Predictions.
for Backlash, but I can only think of I already forgot the song.
You've been backlashed, and you're going
No,
down.
but like I was trying to think of a song that had backlash in it.
Backlash in it. Should I
But-
Google?
No, I was only thinking of something back something.
Bring it back, bring it back. Don't something away. Because you are
Go ahead.
what you mean to me.
This is your time.
Except I don't think those are the words.
I started what I started doing in Call of Duty because you have this Discord integration now. I can go in and switch from Discord to normal chat. So I'll go in, sing a song that will be extremely what people from Call of Duty would define as gay, such as if I walked in and went, butterfly in the sky, I can fly twice as high, and then just see what people say. Usually it's the N-word. Always. People Call of Duty just want to just yell the N-word whenever they can. Because it's
cool.
the anonymity. They don't care. It's like, oh, who's going to find out? It's that shit. I could be recording. They
Shut
don't know.
that account down.
But that and Little Mermaid. I've been singing Under the Sea a lot.
I like that song.
Yeah, how do you feel about the trailer? Did you see the trailer?
Trying to remember if I think I did.
So two things. There was, and I'll show you it
Or
after.
I may have seen like a short teaser trailer, not like a full.
Melissa
trailer.
McCarthy I hate, so I was thinking that I was going to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
It checks all the boxes for nostalgia that I'm like, yeah, I would go see this.
Okay.
It looks good.
I
It looks like a movie version of the
saw,
original.
Yeah, I saw
A live action movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Controversial thing here. Have not seen any of the live action remakes.
I mean,
I have not seen a
so this
single
is
one
the
of them.
thing. Beauty and the Beast and Lion King are pretty bad.
I did not see those. I did not see Aladdin.
Aladdin was not bad. It wasn't as good as the original, but it wasn't bad.
Okay. I mean, through YouTube, I've clicked and like seen what some of the songs look like in them, but I have not sat down and watched any of those movies.
There was an interesting part in Aladdin where Will Smith just walks up and smacks Jafar and then tells him to stop. Get Aladdin's name out your motherfucking mouth or something like that. I'm riffing. I don't know.
I was going with it.
I know you were, but I was like, I don't know where else I'm going with this. So that I wanted to talk to you about two trailers, and we'll briefly talk about them because there's nothing to do with wrestling.
Okay.
Actually, they did do something to do with wrestling. Little Mermaid has nothing to do with wrestling, but I haven't sent it to you. But you have you seen the teaser trailer for the Peacock series Twisted Metal?
Yes.
Did you see that there actually is a wrestler who's going to be in that show?
Yeah. The clown, I forget his name.
Yes.
Is
Sweet
Samoa
Tooth.
Joe.
Sweet
Sweet
Tooth.
Tooth. That's it.
And I swear to God, I just talked to Bones today, and he goes, "Yeah, it looks like Samoa Joe's titties." I was like, "You saw this already?" He goes, "No, I didn't. Why? Is it actually Samoa Joe?" I'm like, "You fucking looked at it before
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
he's a
something."
liar.
There's no way you look at Samoa Joe's torso and go, "That's Samoa Joe."
Yeah. No,
You
he's
have
a liar.
to see his fucking face,
He's a liar.
it's awesome.
Oddly enough, he's not the voice though.
He probably would be a good voice for it.
Well, it's
Who
somebody
did you
else.
say the voice for?
Will something.
Will
Something.
something?
I just remember seeing
That's
that
an
he was the
interesting
body,
last
but he's
name.
not the voice.
That's still cool. I'm really excited for that so far. I mean, it's just a teaser, so it could fuck that up. I'd like to know who plays Calypso, because that'd be an interesting take on. Like, I think of like John Malkovich or like Christopher Walken. I'm gonna give you whatever you want if you win. Come on, just try. You gotta kill everybody else. Go get my tooth. Go get my tooth. It's the rundown. When he tells him to go get
I think it's Will Arnett.
Will Arnett. Stop putting Will Arnett in everything. The good one out of that old relationship was Amy Poehler, and you know it.
I'm looking at Twisted Metal cast. Samoa Joe, Sweet Tooth. Anthony Mackie is John Doe.
That
What?
means Roadkill.
Okay.
Roadkill is John Doe.
I'm seeing somebody is Raven, somebody is Quiet, somebody is
Ravenholm?
Loud.
Is it Ravenholm?
It just says Raven.
That could be Mr. Shadow.
It's a girl.
I don't know.
Neve Campbell.
Nev Campbell
Nev
from
Campbell.
Scream?
Yes.
What? She's
Yeah.
gonna be scurry.
There's Quiet, there's Loud, there's Mike, there's Agent Stone, there's Stu, there's
Agent
Tommy,
Agent Stone is the cop.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Is Mr. Stone?
Yes.
I think that's the cop, the outlaw. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember though. My Twisted Metal lore is very
I don't know anything about Twisted Metal lore.
well, that's the thing too. It's like Street Fighter or like Tekken, where like each story is different. So it's like, what is the canon that continues? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like who
Yeah, Will Arnett.
who survives and who
IM,
dies?
IMDb has Will Arnett listed as Sweet Tooth. Also, unless this is incorrectly listed, Sweet Tooth is only in one episode out of 10.
Well, I mean, Dark Tooth was the bad guy in the second one. Sweet Tooth might be the main boss. They might build him up to be the main.
Yeah, but I guess that
kind of-
means they'll only mention him. They won't ever show him
Well, they'll show him
or
at the
have
end,
him
probably.
talk. Anyway, looks like it's 10 episodes because Anthony Mackie is listed for 10 episodes.
I'm pretty sure John Doe is roadkill.
Okay.
I'm pretty because he
And-
doesn't know who he is, but he's just like I'll find out who I am once I win this tournament.
Okay. And looks like Sweet Tooth is only in one episode. Although I feel like I'm questioning this this IMDb listing. Maybe it's not right because
That's still just a teaser.
Anthony Mackie is listed for 10 episodes, but then the next closest person is Taj Vangs is Mike, and he's in 7 episodes. So I'm like, is there just like 3 episodes of Anthony Mackie by himself?
He
There's
might be
no
just
other
killing
cast.
people.
There's no other fucking cast in 3 episodes.
He might just be killing people during the game, during the competition.
But it's just very interesting because it's like 10, 7, 6, and then all of a sudden 4, 3, 2. Like,
Or just
like-
just not.
or it's
I
fucked up.
Pop that mic really loud. Or it's just not
It's not right.
finished yet. Like it's not all the the information's not updated. yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It
Either
comes
way.
out in what, June? I
Good
think.
for you, Samoa Joe.
When's
Good
when
for
does
Samoa
Twisted
Joe.
Metal come out?
July 27th or June 27th.
I just knew that offhand. I'm impressed.
I'm excited for it.
It's a Peacock. It's a Peacock.
Ooh, it's a Peacock. Which means I can watch it.
July 27th, yeah. And run for
July
10 episodes
27th.
is what it says.
Nice. So AEW. What do you think about Bandito and OC?
Good.
I like it. wanna
I
keep
liked
on
the
doing that.
match. The whole after was weird.
I know,
Makes
but I
no
like it.
fucking sense
I like it
whatsoever.
though. I like that he's like, okay, and he walks away, and then Bandito's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a little brother thing. He's just following him around.
I felt
all right.
there was part of me that was like, are they just doing this because like the other 2 best friends aren't here this week? Like,
Maybe.
because
They were
then he
on
came
Ring
out
of
to
Honor.
because he came out to try to help
Adam Cole, yeah.
Adam Cole, and I was like, this is weird. Why would they come to help Adam Cole?
Yeah. And they're doing a match now next week.
Yeah, I really thought it was going to be the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass. We're going to
That's
come and
what I
help
thought.
them.
Why didn't they just do that? I don't get it.
I think the only reason they didn't do that is because
Excuse me.
they don't want Sammy Guevara in that because he's in the world title thing. They don't want Jericho wasn't going to come out. So if Daddy Ass and the Acclaim came out, then it would have been even. And so they can't then have Roderick Strong come out and make the save.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have.
They could have. They definitely could have.
It wouldn't have made a difference. Just say, okay, it's a 4-on-4 fight, and JAS
And then
gets
next
the
week you do the
apprehension.
Acclaimed and Adam Cole and
and
Roger
Roger
Strong
Strong. You
versus.
just don't have Daddy Ass in the match.
Yeah, he'd just be in the back. He doesn't need to be in the match. I
Yeah.
mean, he's been wrestling more now lately, but
Yeah. Do you think that might be Double or Nothing pay-per-view?
What?
House of Black defends against the Acclaim and Daddy Ass.
maybe they
'Cause-
could be working up the
Because
numbers.
otherwise, I don't think Acclaimed and Daddy Ass have a match.
No, you're right. That's a good idea because they're working up the numbers right now. They're getting wins
Yeah.
as they fucking squashed a team on Rampage.
That's the only.
They're building up and they don't have Dark anymore, so
that's
they're just
That's the only reason that I could see. That's the only reason I could see for Billy Gunn wrestling more often is because they're gonna put those guys into the trios.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise, it's like,
That's
what's
smart.
the point?
I didn't think of that. Good job. I got my I saw your micro brawlers. I got my fuck. Who do you have over there? Are those the other two acclaimed?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I bought two. I bought
Yeah.
ones that I could
One's
open
to
and then
sign.
ones that to have signed.
I got my Mercedes Monet in yesterday. And I
Nice.
thought about it and I said, she's called that. Why is her hair red and orange? Or blue and orange?
Because it looks cool.
Why wouldn't you just do money?
I don't know.
Like for your appearance? I don't know. It looks cool.
It does look cool.
It's I've never seen someone's hair look that way. It almost seems like she's she almost looks like she's a Barbie doll where like
Yeah.
it's just like, how did you get your hair to stay like that?
Yeah. How did you do that?
That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I got her in yesterday.
She flew back to the States and was there for Trinity's Impact debut,
That's cool.
which is interesting.
What part do you think is interesting?
That she
That Trinity went to Impact?
Impact. Well, so here's the thing, right? Because a lot of when the whole thing first initially went down, there was like a lot of like rumors and scuttle about like that Sasha was the one who was really pissed off, and Naomi kind of got swept up into it, and then had to like kind of basically follow her tag partner out.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously they split ways with the company.
Real quick, do you think that's because her husband works there as well?
Yes. Well,
That
so
people were assuming that she wasn't as angry because she's like,
Right.
well, my husband's here, so why would I be mad?
right. So the fact that after all this time she has chosen, and then even like the regime change, because she wasn't with the company when the whole like there was the whole regime change, right, where Triple H took over and stuff,
Mhm.
and she still didn't come back, regardless of whether there was an offer made or not, right? Maybe there wasn't, but she still didn't come back, which to me says that there's like some other system, like, you know what I mean, like that's just very telling to me that like she clearly then didn't want to come back.
Well, did you hear about that lawsuit now?
About the
Racist
racist
lawsuits?
stuff. That doesn't surprise me.
I mean,
Like, doesn't surprise me at all.
what was the one they were saying that not Mustafa Ali, but Mansoor
Mansoor was behind the 9/11.
9/11, and it was
Yeah.
like he would have been like 5 or 6
Yeah.
to be behind it.
Yeah.
That's just fucking stupid.
But even to like, let's say Mansoor was older, so then like it could have maybe logically made
Mahal.
sense. Yeah, Jinder Mahal. Let's say like he even would have been old enough for that to make sense. Why the fuck was that even something that was
Yeah.
pitched?
I mean, like,
Like, that's not a good
well,
idea.
think about when you go back to like what is it? Not Davari, but what's the other guy that was with him? And they had Hulk
Muhammad
Hogan.
Hassan.
Muhammad Hassan, when they were like, oh, well, they'll have Hulk Hogan beat the shit out of him because America.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I get, but don't be like, he's behind 9/11. We need to beat down for America. You don't do that. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's just racist.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, and I heard so there was that initial thing where they had said about what's her name, Bianca Belair, and the earrings thing, and then like apparently later there was like another report that came out that said like she herself had specifically like fought against it and been like, I'm not saying this, like multiple weeks in a row, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, that even goes to like the Apollo Crews thing. Like all of a sudden one day he's speaking with a Nigerian accent.
That was fucking weird. I was like, why? Well, not even that. The fact that he just went to NXT and was like, I'm normal now, and I'm just in NXT, and I'm like, what happened to your accent? Like, it's just like with Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi didn't have. Well, did he have the accents in the vignettes?
Yes.
Fuck. He had a Jamaican accent in the vignettes.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Never mind. I was gonna say, oh, it wasn't that bad because like when he first started talking, that's when Triple H was like, oh, aren't you Jamaican? And he's like, no, I'm from Chicago or whatever he says. I was like, oh, well, at least they did it, but no, you're right. That I do remember the vignettes now.
No, I mean, Yeah, it's just
Do you remember he beats
none
the
of it surprises me.
he beats the shit out of a guy on the cell phone on a cell phone or something like that just
Yeah.
because he's being rude?
Yeah,
Anyway, that's fucking weird.
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Mm.
On a completely random note, because we're talking about accents and
Yeah.
WWE, I found this video where it's Santina Morella misnaming or mispronouncing people's names, and it makes all of the wrestlers crack up.
Yeah.
Like he calls him John Cena.
John
and,
Cena.
and Cena starts
Listen,
trying
John Cena.
so hard not to laugh. Or Dave, I forget what he called him.
Yeah,
He called him like Dave
Bautista.
Baba Batista or something.
Baba Batista. Yeah, it's something like that.
And he starts laughing.
Just so stupid.
So
Santino Marella, man, also didn't have an accent. I don't even think he was from Italy.
I don't even think he was from Italy.
He just showed up. They had him in the crowd, made him seem like he was a fucking plant. Everyone's
a
a
plant.
fucking mark. Anyway, yeah, AEW. I watched. I don't know what they're doing with the Natural and Keith Lee. Keith Lee's now
They
coming
don't
out.
know what they're doing
Keith Lee's now coming out with like a wizard cloak, and I'm like, why?
because he's a wizard.
Like he's not wearing his jacket and doing the. He's still doing the thumb thing.
I think because I feel like it's like him trying to like just change his look up a little bit.
But a wizard cloak?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be cooler if he just wasn't with Dustin Rhodes. Like he needs to be just a solo act. I don't understand this fucking like.
Yeah.
And it's also like they don't know what to do with him because it was like he came in, he did like 2 or 3 singles matches, and then it was like, yeah, he's a tag team with Swerve. And then as soon as he gets betrayed by Swerve, he comes back, and like the next week, it's like, yeah, he's a tag team with Dustin Rhodes. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's and then like have him in the TBS or the international, like put him in they're doing the Owen Hart Cup again, right? Put him
Yeah.
in that again.
I hope so.
Just fucking do something.
Yep.
When do you think Kyle O'Reilly's coming back?
I don't know. I really thought it was Kyle O'Reilly when the hold on.
Oh, bless you.
When the song hit and it like shattered and like they didn't show a name right away, I was like, here comes Kyle O'Reilly.
That's one of the best feelings, by the way. And that was the least excited I was for someone coming out. But even then, you wait until you see the thing, and once you see a name, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's the greatest feeling. I love shit like that. It's
Yeah.
such a high. It's just like that person might not get anything. They might not do anything after they get here, but it's just the high of like even Ty Valkyrie. I was like, I've never even seen her wrestle before, but I'm excited.
Yeah. I like I said, the thing came up, and I literally was in the middle of texting the group. I was like, here comes Kyle O'Reilly, and then Roderick Strong came up on the thing, and I was like, holy shit.
Quite surprised because he's just been missing.
Yeah.
They didn't even they wouldn't give him a release from his contract, and then he just went missing, and then like no
And
one
also,
knew.
I'll say this: it also makes me sad that Kyle O'Reilly is injured, and that Bobby Fish is an ass. Because like, man, they could make some like money on a Undisputed versus JAS rivalry right now.
It's a shame. I mean,
But oh well.
we have that lovely catchphrase, "Where's the lie?"
Where's the lie?
You know, thank you,
What
Bobby
the fuck
Fish.
is that a
Have you
catchphrase
seen
for?
that from
No.
Impact Wrestling? When he showed up, he said something about that, and he goes, "Where's the lie?" And like no one, like it was just crickets. No one got what he was saying. They're like, "What? Are you just rambling?"
What?
Yeah, you have to watch the clip because it's like it becomes like a botchamania thing where like they
I'll have
just
to look
say it
this
now.
up. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, they're like, because like it's that concept of like once he was fighting with CM Punk and then he left and then showed up at Impact, and it was like, yeah, no one likes you, dude, and it was just like that.
Yeah.
We have people might not like CM Punk, but we definitely don't like you.
Yeah, it's a shame because again, there'd be money in that rivalry.
I have felt that the whole concept of this Collision show, it feels like a fake thing for me. Like until they announce something, I still don't believe it's happening.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
It's so weird. Why would you have 3 shows?
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of if they had another. Also, I don't know I don't know what the like time slot situation will be. I will say that I feel like I like the idea of AEW having 2 different shows where they are where they have like the roster split, because they have such a fucking big roster that
Yeah.
like there are so many people who don't get a perfect example. Keith, I mean, maybe they're just
Well,
maybe
yeah, we
Tony
mentioned
Khan is just
Keith
not the
Lee.
amazing booker we all think he is. But like the whole Keith Lee thing,
He's
and
still
like
learning.
I feel like part of the Keith Lee problem is that they don't have enough airtime, so they kind of chuck him with somebody because they're trying to get as many people on as possible.
Yeah.
Which I think is a downfall of theirs. They consistently like do stuff like that in an attempt to get as many people on the card as they can when they shouldn't be focusing on doing that. But
So on Rampage, the most confusing part about all that, and maybe I've missed something, but so they squashed a team, and then they squashed a team, and then Swerve came out with Prince Nana and the Ring of Honor Trios champs.
Brian Cage and
Yeah, Prince Nana and the something of pain or whatever, and Brian Cage, and I'm like, when the fuck did they team up? I was so confused. I was like, I thought he had the 2 guys who couldn't wrestle.
yeah, I don't know what happened to those guys.
They're like, you're garbage. Get out.
Pretty much.
Maybe they bought back. Maybe a WWE convinced what's his face to come back, Parker or whatever.
Yeah. Good riddance.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see the point in doing a draft. The lines of a draft, I don't understand. Like, you're already doing this bullshit with like people just coming from show to show.
Yeah.
The fact that you would put lines up again to be like, oh, this is strictly you're. I mean, if they do, whatever, someone can come from another show whenever. It's just like, what's the point of even bothering to go? Well, this person is belongs to this area and this, especially since like the draft itself there was a point to it back when they had 2 general managers,
Mm-hmm.
and Ric Flair would be like, I'm the Raw general manager, and Eric Bischoff was like, I'm the SmackDown general manager, or whoever the fuck it was. You know what I mean?
I think it works out if you're going to have. I think that the draft works if you're going to play by the rules of the draft, which is that the people cannot go back and forth between the shows. You can only go on one show. I think if you're going to play by those rules, then the draft works. If you're going to consistently and constantly find a reason why people can jump shows, then the draft no longer
Pointless.
works.
Yeah. I find it to be pointless, at least.
Like I think when they first split the roster, I mean, we're talking way back in, what was it, 2002 or whatever.
Something like
Like
that, yeah.
when they first split it, it worked. It worked really well because they had very deep roster pools, and they played by the rules. Now, obviously, there was like a little bit of interplay when they would do. I think they didn't do it every year, but eventually they got to the point where they did like Raw versus SmackDown for Survivor Series, and there'd be some interplay there, but for the most part, 95% of the time, there was no like jumping back and forth.
There's even they're gonna do brand pay-per-views now too, which
I haven't seen that be confirmed.
Yeah, I heard they were gonna do that, but with the draft. But what really gets me annoyed is when they're like
I think it would depend on what they want to do with. I think it would depend on what they want to do with pay-per-views, because I don't think a brand split, or I don't think a brand specific pay-per-view works when they are trying to do these pay-per-views as huge events. Like if you look at like WrestleMania was this huge event. Well, now they're going. So now Backlash, they're going to Puerto Rico. The next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank, and they're going to London. So like, I don't think you can do brand split pay-per-views if you're going to be like fucking doing these huge stadium shows.
Well, excuse me, it was the concept of 8 of them would be split, and then the 4 big ones, the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam,
that's possible,
WrestleMania, and Survivor Series would be the.
Well, see, I think it all depends on what they want to do. Again, if they're gonna like keep trying to do like Backlash and Money in the Bank, or like in other countries, I don't think you can do single branded pay-per-views for big stadium shows like that. At least not right now. They don't have the roster depth to do that.
You didn't see it? Never mind. I was gonna say, did Sami Zayn and KO.
Owens get drafted? No.
I was gonna say lose their titles.
Oh no, they did not.
Huh. Interesting.
I thought you were asking if they were drafted because for some reason WWE. Well, I know the reason. WWE does draft pools. So there's only certain superstars who are available to be drafted on Friday, and then only certain superstars who are available to be drafted on Monday.
So two things. I was gonna say, I get annoyed with the fact that Hit Row was drafted to SmackDown, and I was like, they're already on SmackDown. Don't know why you even bothered to tell us that. But also the fact that they were stating the fact that the tag champs either aren't going to perform at Night of Champions or are going to lose their titles very soon because you can't have Sammy go
Sammy
to
doesn't go yeah.
So like either they're not going to compete at Night of Champions
Mm-hmm.
or they're going to lose soon.
Both options are possible.
They should just put two of the tag team titles on the line and just be like, okay, now they're split. So Raw has their tag team titles and
Well, that's what I'm expecting they're going to do.
SmackDown will have theirs. So yeah, the draft shit makes me mad just because I'm like, I didn't even really think about the fact that, oh, people could be not on any kind of list. So then I'm thinking like, oh, well, all the people are, it's just like we take some people, they move them over to the other side. But no, it's just like Becky Lynch is, moved to Raw. And I'm like, she was already at Raw, but okay, whatever.
I mean, well, so like,
It's a small thing to bitch about, but I'm just like, this doesn't fucking make any sense.
well, it's all in the wording, right? Like, it's not, like it's all in the wording. Like it's not like Becky Lynch goes to Raw. It's really Becky Lynch is drafted for the Raw brand. Like, yes, she's already on Raw, but it's everybody's up for draft. So, so yeah.
Yeah. So
And the reason why they do draft pools, in my opinion, the reason why they do draft pools is because otherwise you know what the first 10 picks are going to be every single draft. Which would be all of the initial picks would be all the champions.
go on.
And then your really big superstars. Like basically it's like, why would you pick anybody that's not, like, I hate to be like this, but like, why would I, it probably would be like, okay, why am I going to draft a woman that's not the champion? Why am I going to draft a tag team that's not the champion?
Yeah.
Like, why am I going to draft, you know what I mean? Like it would be like this.
I get it.
If they didn't have pools, it would be like this. SmackDown drafts first. I draft the world champion. Raw drafts second. I draft the WWE champion. Okay, well, I draft the tag team champions. I draft the other tag team champions. I draft the women's champion. I draft the Intercontinental champion. I draft the U.S. champion. And then it's I draft the other women's champion. Okay, now we can actually draft other people.
So stupid.
The first 10 picks would be the champions every single time.
Yeah. You should just decide on who's going to be the champion. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, why read?
So how
I hate that.
about finish the story?
Yeah.
He's not finishing the story now, is he?
They said don't fucking give him the god. They said give him the fucking heavyweight title, or don't give him the fucking heavyweight title because that'd be fucking stupid. By the way, title sucks. Title looks like garbage. I hate it. I hate everything about it. It's ugly as shit.
Wait, which one do you like? This is what I wanted to ask you. Which one do you like better? The WWE Championship with the big WWE and it's just that, or the world title with the, like the one Roman has, or the new one that Triple H showed?
I would like.
Which one do you like better?
I would like to be dismissed from this conversation.
No, which one do you like
God
better?
damn it! Neither of them, but
I'm not saying which one is awesome. I'm just saying which one is better.
I guess the new one.
If I had to choose between the two, I feel like I would pick the one Roman has. I don't know.
Stop fucking with the prestige of titles and making them look different. Just make them the way they were, so that way they go, this has been here forever, and they should always have this here, so that way you go, there's a prestige behind it.
Yeah.
Because who gives a shit about this new fucking title?
Everybody. Triple H does. Triple H does.
So we have 6 matches for Backlash in Puerto Rico.
Wait. I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
So
Puerto.
fuck the draft because
What do you mean? I've been saying this when you're not done. I've been saying this for a good couple minutes.
Roman
Fuck the
and
draft.
Roman and Cody should end up on the same show so he can end
But
his
they're not?
story.
Wait, where did he go? He went to
He's
Raw?
on Raw. Cody and
I thought he was
Reigns
always on Raw.
Yeah, but Reigns went to SmackDown, which means that
Yeah, but he was always on Raw.
which means Cody got screwed out of the championship, and he's not going to be able to beat Roman Reigns to win the championship. They're on two different
that
shows.
makes me angry. Adrenaline is in my soul.
Unless he wins Money in the Bank.
Yeah. No, almost is winning Money in the Bank.
Yeah, damn it, you're right. He doesn't even need a ladder; he just reaches up.
It's sad too because it's like I don't hate almost. It's just like he's big and tall, and they're gonna give him everything he wants because it's Vince.
So the other thing
Can't tell me
that you
fucking
probably
otherwise.
didn't see because you said you didn't watch SmackDown.
No, I didn't.
Triple H came out to announce they had like guests announcing the draft
Yeah, I
picks.
saw.
Did you see Triple H when he was
No.
okay? So Triple H came out and he was like SmackDown picks first. SmackDown picks Roman Reigns, and when they show like the person and like the SmackDown logo next to him after he announces them, they play their theme music. So he announces Cody Rhodes for Raw, and the song like starts in the middle and it's playing, and then I guess like he could hear people like go like oh like what because they couldn't do the wow. So he literally stops what he's doing. He goes draft pick for SmackDown. Oh no, yeah guys, it almost got to that part. Go ahead, and then the whole audience goes whoa, and then Triple H goes next pick.
What a fuck! Listen, okay.
I was like, this is
in
great.
his career days, I
This
feel
is
like he
great.
was a complete dick. But
like, this is
in
great.
a management position, he is fucking great. He knows what the people want. He listens to what people want, and he gives them. You gotta give the people what they want.
Yeah, it's very entertaining to watch. He legitimately he goes like, "Go ahead, guys," and he like uses his hand. He's like, "Go ahead, guys."
Fucking ridiculous.
Very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Okay, now we can talk. I wanted to bring
watched-
that up specifically. We bring up Backlash.
So
if
I
you want.
watched Raw.
Oh, you poor soul.
That was so boring.
You poor soul.
Yeah. Yeah, I was here and there with it. You know what's really exciting is the Seth Rollins almost match.
Yeah, that match that it seems like Rollins didn't know was happening until we all knew was happening.
Yes, which is the first match on the match card. Do you want to start that or you want to wait?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm trying to think of what else. That one I'm trying to think of. All of it is stupid. The draft is stupid. The show is still stupid. I hate the shows. Both
You know,
Raw
you
and
can
SmackDown
tighten
are
on the side
garbage.
there so
I
it
don't
stops
give a
falling up.
fuck. I have to remember to bleep out too. I just said it again. Who did I call?
Bobby Fish.
Yeah, we called Bobby Fish. Yep. Bobby Fish is a. And we're going to lovely Puerto Rico for
We are?
Backlash. Yes. For Backlash. For Backlash. So, the first match up is, just mentioned it, Seth Rollins versus Omos. This match has been announced out of nowhere, with the two having yet to interact with well, must be old. They did interact with each other.
I really want Seth Rollins to win this, but I really don't think he is.
Really?
I don't know.
I absolutely think he's winning this.
So Omos is just a giant that everybody's going to beat.
He's a Nigerian giant.
Beat like a
Oh, that's true.
drum.
He lost at WrestleMania too, didn't he?
When was the last time he won a match? Period.
On Raw or SmackDown, because he just squashes people.
Oh, that's true. I was going to say when was the last time he had a match, period, other than WrestleMania.
You're right. WrestleMania was the last match he had, I
Um,
believe. Besides squash matches.
Okay, so you're going with Rollins?
I'm going with Rollins.
Okay.
I want Rollins to win.
I'm conflicted. I want Rollins to win, but I feel like Omos is going to win.
Because it'll boost him for the title.
Wait, I don't think Rollins got drafted yet.
What if he's not on the same show as his wife?
Seems unlikely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense. He would win so he could get pushed towards the world title. I really want to. I want him to win.
People
I'm
think they're
nervous
hinting-
that. Oh, I'm nervous that Omos is going to win though.
People keep hinting to him versus Finn Balor again. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess so.
I'll go with Rollins.
Well, changing your answer already. All
You
right.
convinced me.
The other one is a street fight. I think it's like San Juan street fight.
Okay.
Bad Bunny versus, I wanted to say Judas Priest, but it's Damian Priest. That's a band.
That is a band.
I couldn't have got it wrong, and if I thought it was that name, I had another thing coming. You see what I did there?
See what you did there.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. This looks like it's gonna be good.
This does look like it's going to be good.
Are you ready for the LFO to show up and help Bad Bunny out? Because God knows that if it's a street fight, it means no DQ, which means Damian Priest will probably have Dominic.
The fuck is LFO?
LWO. I'm sorry.
I legit was like, the fuck is
I'm
LFO? Did I miss something?
dyslexic. That's the problem.
I was like, did I miss something? What is LFO?
Oh, I'm thinking of, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of.
The only thing I could think of that was even close to was LMFAO.
LMFAO, yeah. They're going to come out. Party rockin'.
Good look at this body.
Tonight.
Good look
Oh,
at
you're
this
doing
body.
a different song. Okay.
I mean, they were the same band.
Yeah, but you're doing a different song. I should have been
Okay,
with you.
whatever.
I work out. So
Crazy clown.
LWO.
Yes, absolutely shenanigans. Bad Bunny, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be total shenanigans.
Yep, total shenanigans.
Um,
The crew is gonna come out. The
I feel like Finn and
whatever their name of the group is, their group,
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
I was like, wow. I had a hard time with the LFWO or whatever.
Judgment Day is gonna be all like rah, and then LWO is gonna be all like rah, and then Bad Bunny's gonna be like 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Is he just gonna count, or is he gonna actually pin?
He's actually gonna pin him.
Okay.
That was the referee counting the 3 count.
Well,
for
you
the
said
pin.
Bad Bunny was gonna say it.
You're right. You got me.
The next match is Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Bronson Reed.
I feel like I could toss a coin.
Yeah. Well, you can't really
I can't,
because
there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
I feel like I could toss a triangle.
I feel like not a shit could be given about this for me.
But you still got to pick a winner.
By the way, Bad Bunny
Okay. I forgot you.
and Austin Theory somehow.
Yep, I got Austin Theory.
Vince
as well.
is still in control, so Austin's going to keep the title.
Yeah, A-Town.
A-Town down. A-Town down.
A-Town
A-Town
down.
down.
We'll just get Vince's 2 favorite people, Austin Theory and Omos, and they'll team up, and we'll call them O-Town.
O-Town. O-Town down.
Mm-hmm. And then to really screw up people, we'll license out an O-Town song for them to come out to.
That'd be awesome.
I can't take credit for that. I saw it on a TikTok.
Yeah. By the way, Kill Switch for Roderick's song.
Yeah.
End of Heartbreak. Good song.
I did not realize that until afterwards.
You know, the problem is that I heard Kill Switch and right away I thought CM Punk. And I'm like, wait, this is not his song that he used to have.
Yeah, no, not at all.
This is not...
In fact, I'm pretty sure WWE owns the rights to that song.
What was the song for that?
It's Fireburns.
Fireburns, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's I think that's one WWE paid to have them right. I think WWE owns that song.
They definitely own it. Yeah. But that song triggered me to think CM Punk, and I'm like, no, that's End of Heartache, which are the only 2 real songs that I absolutely love besides Holy Diver. I own a whole album.
He also likes My Curse.
Oh yeah, My Curse is another one too, but My Curse is too slow to do an entrance with. At least in the beginning.
If you skip
yeah,
you shorten it, but yeah.
Right, you proved me wrong. Whatever.
I mean, that's basically what if you think about it, that's what they did with Cult of Personality, where they have the static shocks and it goes right into the song.
Yeah. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. At what point do you think that Bianca Belair is going to take off her earrings and say, girl, I'm going to have to whoop that ass?
Never at this point.
Yeah.
Because if there's an active lawsuit about it, I guarantee you she ain't going to be saying it on
girl.
WWE.
Because her catchphrase is, but it's not like, girl, I'm about to whoop that ass, or like something really like racist sounding.
Gotta be honest.
Like, girl, where's my chicken and waffles? Like,
Chicken
it's like,
waffles.
No.
No,
that's not good.
Oh, it's not good.
No.
I have this weird gut feeling that Io Sky's winning. because Bianca's the Raw Women's Champion, and she got drafted to SmackDown.
Bianca did?
Yep.
So did Damage Control.
They're both on SmackDown.
I'm pretty sure Damage Control got drafted to SmackDown as well.
Okay, so the Raw Women's Champion is going to get drafted, or the SmackDown
Don't they
Women's
just switch
Champion.
titles anyway?
Yeah. Well, that means. Well, no, that means that the SmackDown Women's Champion has to get drafted. Okay, so Rhea Ripley has to go to Raw. She's SmackDown Women's Champion,
But where's the Judgment Day?
which means Selena Vega.
It's going to go to Raw?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I don't think Selena Vega is going to beat Rhea Ripley.
Oh, we're going to meet her husband next week.
Yep.
I'm excited.
So, this changes my prediction.
I'm going with Bianca Belair.
Yep, it does change my prediction. If Io was on Raw and Bianca was on SmackDown, then I would go Io. But they're both on SmackDown, so I'm going to go Bianca.
I rewatched a clip of her yelling at a guy, calling them a bitch and saying how she's Japanese.
Yeah, because he
It's a
says
great
she's
clip. Go back to China where you belong.
Where you belong. Yeah,
She says, I'm Japanese, bitch.
which is kind of fucked up.
Xenophobia as its finest. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Mommy Ripley.
Can we just have the, speaking of the women's championships, can we just have them like just not? Can we just have them like show up and have the other title? Can we not have this like stupid like
Handing over the title.
handing over the belt ceremony?
Well, it has
thing?
to. Listen.
Because that didn't go well last time.
Kibbles, you're dumb. You're dumb. We're all dumb. We need to be shown that to people to make sure they know. So you're dumb, and you need to make sure you see. Hey, they switched titles. We're gonna switch the titles so that way you know.
Yeah, because otherwise I'd be like, wait, that title used to be blue. Now all of a sudden it's red.
Why is it red now? Oh my god. Yeah, because you're dumb. That's what it is. You're just dumb.
That segment did not go over well last time.
And it's not gonna go over next time very well.
Yeah,
because you're dumb, and you need to be shown it.
I mean, Becky and Charlotte, that was rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might have completely ruined their friendship. I don't even know if they're friends anymore.
Yeah. Plus, her dad's a piece of shit.
Damn it, WWE.
Plus, her dad's a piece of shit.
What did that have to do with anything?
I just like to bring it up. Fuck Ric Flair. Woo! Next is Bloodline. Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, the Bloodline. I thought this was just the tag team titles. Because I read the Bloodline, Kevin Owens, and Sammy, and then it said, and Matt Riddle. I was like, oh, right. It's a 6-man tag. Because fucking, yeah, bro. I did you watch, you didn't watch on Raw. They did have a funny thing with Kevin Owens getting annoyed because Sammy was out talking to the Usos separately at a time. And Kevin Owens was stuck with Matt and just so annoyed because he was just talking to him over and over. He's like, and as soon as Sami Zayn shows up, he's like, oh my God, he's like, where have you been? He's like, please, for the love of God, don't leave me with him ever again. Like, not to his face, but he's like directly like, I don't like this guy talking so much.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win that? The Bloodline, right? We the ones.
I don't know.
Solo Sikoa is involved, so I assume he's going to win. If it was just the Usos.
He doesn't have to take the pin, though.
Damn it, you're right.
One of the Usos could take the pin.
You are so right. Damn it.
This one's actually hard to figure out, right? Because I could totally see Solo Sikoa being the one who gets the pinfall and the win, but I also see the good guys coming out with a victory because most of our pay-per-view endings have been Roman Reigns cheating to not let the good guys win, and this is an opportunity to have the good guys win without Roman having to take a fall.
So you taking? I'm taking the Bloodline.
All right, I'll go in the other direction. I'll take Owens, Zayn, and
Bro.
The original bro.
Cool.
Bro with painted nails.
Hold on, I have to do this bit correctly. Ready? So the main event is Cody Rhodes. I don't give a fuck. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. I don't give a shit.
Which one do you? Here's a real question. Which match do you care less shits for?
The
Cody-
least amount of shit scared?
Yeah, Cody versus Brock.
Oh, is it an option?
Yeah, I'm saying which one of these two options?
Okay.
Cody versus Brock's first option. Austin Theory, Bronson Reed, and Lashley's the second option. Which one do you care less about?
Which one do I care less about?
Care less about. I know which one I care less about.
Which one's that?
Austin Theory.
Really?
Yeah.
I care more about that match than
No, I care more about Cody and Brock.
there's no title on the line and people. And someone I like is in the match, which is Bobby Lashley. So I
Okay.
don't give a shit about Brock Lesnar versus. I feel even now, as much of respect as he gets, I feel like Brock is still a. It's like having The Rock or John Cena. It's a
Mhm.
gimmick. It's just one time only until next time. It's
Yeah, I'm
part
kind
time.
of nervous that Brock wins.
I really don't care about it. I
That
really
picks-
don't care because you know why? Because they gypped him out of the WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it should have been him and Gunther. Oh, you meant Cody.
I meant Cody.
I mean, they gypped Lesnar too. He had to fight almost.
Out of the least amount of matches I care about in that whole pay-per-view, I would actually say that the one I'm most looking forward to is Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest. The second would probably be Rhea Ripley because I like just watching Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably going to destroy her, but still fun to watch. Someone did. Who did a? Fuck, I'm not paying attention now lately. Someone did a Canadian destroyer recently, and I can't remember who. Was it?
Oh,
Was it? It was Jade, right?
yes.
Jade
Yes.
did a Canadian destroyer recently, and I was like,
Yep.
oh right.
Yeah, she did on Wednesday.
It's so funny though. In my head, the only two people I could think of was Jade or Britt, and I'm like, oh, those are two people who I love, but are bad guys, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like,
No, Bert's a good guy now.
was it Britt? Yeah, she's still kind of a, she's still kind of a bad guy. I mean, she's a face right now. But,
Yes, she's a face.
but she's still kind of. She's a good bad guy.
Oh.
Anyway.
And Jade's still the champion.
Yes, still.
She was like, "You can't use my move." For that rule came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it was like she can't use the move, and I was like,
I mean,
"Since when? What
they
the fuck?
did
When
it-
the fuck did that
They
happen?
did it on Friday, but
Did they?
yeah,
That's what I get for not watching Friday."
yeah. You should watch it, even if you watch it the week later or the day later. Just watch Rampage and get caught up because that's what I did the next day. Because I slept most of Friday and was like, I missed SmackDown, I missed Rampage. I'm like, fuck, I missed all of it. So, I don't know. I even SmackDown I don't bother with, but
Yeah,
stuff's
I'm
weird.
over the Jade title run because I feel like it's been months since they've done anything interesting.
I think we're ready that whoever the next competitor is should be the person to take it.
Like even the Taya stuff, I don't feel like is that interesting. Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah.
Like even the Taya Valkyrie stuff, I don't
I
find
was
that
like, yeah,
interesting.
because you said it, and I was like, that they just finished that. I'm
Yeah.
assuming they finished it.
Well, so I took it as maybe there's going to be another match because she couldn't use her finisher, and then she got rolled up because of it. So maybe there'll be another match where she is allowed to use her finisher.
Yeah, what was with that? Because she was about to do the fucking. She was about to do it to Aubrey. I was like, holy shit!
because she was so mad.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. It would have been cooler if she did it to a dude.
Yeah,
Like she did. Didn't she do it to Mark already? She did it to Mark and Layla already.
yeah,
She should have did it to one of the male wrestlers because I would have been upset if Edwards got it.
I agree.
Oh, but don't do that to her.
Don't do that.
But yeah, still, I mean, whoever fights Jade should be the person to take it next after Taya.
Chris Statlander.
Yeah, well, I was saying, even if it's not Chris Statlander, I'm like, I don't know when she's going to be back, and eventually, it's running its course to be like the storyline would be perfect for her to come back, but at the same time, I think you should just fucking do whoever because it's starting to get old.
Mm-hmm.
What more can you do with Jade, or just have Jade just squashing people until she's ready?
Yeah.
Because don't do these big like, have her on Rampage fighting people and just get it as much as you can up there, and then just have whoever you want to take it from her just show up and at Double or Nothing have her fight. Whatchamacallit? whoever it is. But yes, Chris Statlander is who I want. That's my money for Chris Statlander. Do it now. I like it. Me like a do the cha-cha. Me wanty Chris to be TBS champion. I was trying to make that sound funny, but
When you had started saying with the cha-cha, I was going to say real smooth.
no. I do the cha-cha like a little girl from Bruce Almighty, Steve Carell.
I was referencing the song.
I know. Let's go to work. To the left. Take it back now, y'all. 5 hop this time. I went to just write 5, yeah. But yeah, I went.
Right foot, let's stop.
What do you think they're doing with Xavier? Do you see what they're doing with Xavier lately?
Yeah, he had well, I know that he's been doing stuff with Gunther,
Yeah. And I think
who got drafted to Raw.
they should have him win it.
That'd be interesting.
Because they're actually building something towards.
Actually, now that I think about it, whoever becomes United States champion is going to be on SmackDown. Because Gunther got drafted to Raw, and he's the Intercontinental champion.
Someone's gonna put 2 and 2 together. If one of those 3 people gets drafted to SmackDown, they're gonna be like, oh, that's who's winning it. Backlash.
Well, if the other 2 are on Raw, then
It's not until next week, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens
we'll
on
see.
Raw and SmackDown.
yeah, like if 2 of them are on Raw and only one of them is on SmackDown, then the SmackDown guy has to win because the Intercontinental title's already on Raw.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So finishing up next week. Don't know if we're recording, but next week we're going to be going down because it's going to be the same day we do this.
Yep.
Unless you want to try to record in the car, we could try to do that. I feel like that'd be a nightmare. editing wise.
Yeah.
I'd have to find like a way to record without having.
It'd be loud.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot of background noise. Wow, that was. Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll fix it later. But yeah, I think that it's going to be a little difficult for us to record unless we get back and record, but I don't know if you have time for that.
I will not. That day.
Well, there you go. Well, then, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll record shit and we'll record shit and I'll put that up instead and be like, look at us. We went to whatchamacallit. Or we'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out.
It and us will be figured out.
It will be figured out between us and it. What we should do, I don't know if I want to do it tonight or today, but we should do another watch thing so that way we could just put that up instead.
Yeah, I unfortunately don't have time today.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really want to do one. I have stuff to do when I get back home too.
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out. Well, like I said, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be figured out by then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or you just won't see anything from us. So deal with it.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe I can work on my actual video stuff, like my gaming stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes it's wrestling, sometimes it's figures, sometimes it's gaming. You never know. You never know with me.
It's whatever he likes.
Yes, it's whatever I like, and I like wrestling and gaming and collectibles. So
What?
thank you.
What he said.
So thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy Backlash. Those are our predictions for those 6 matches. I hope it's a big old dumpster fire.
Sounded like a Muppet.
Not for... What do you mean?
You were like, "Thank you for listening."
Yes.
It would, and I was like, "It's very Muppety."
Yes, it is. That's because I'm shaking my head back and forth too.
Yeah, that did add to the visual aspect. Did add to it.
That's quite. And I hope that you enjoyed the big dumpster fire that is Backlash. Hopefully the people in Puerto Rico have fun though. I really hope for that to be fun for them. But as far as the matches, it's going to be a normal WWE pay-per-view, which is probably boring. In my opinion, hey, this is just how I feel. Most of the time when I watch that shit, I'm like, I do not enjoy any of this. There's no blood. There's no creative stuff. It's usually just hitting the same markers, except for like watching certain people. Like Montez Ford is fucking great.
Yeah.
But we'll have probably more Vince McMahon shit that he's going to change on Raw because he's been doing that a lot. But Thank you guys for listening. We'll see what happens next week. If not, we'll see you the next week after. And yeah. What do you say, Kibbles?
Do the needful.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Like, I guess my thing is, I'm done with this Outcast.
Yes,
like
I was getting there too when you said it. I was like, well, no, it's warranted
Or-
because it's so boring right now.
yeah, or I would be interested in the Outcast thing if they would do something different with it. It is just fucking Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, and like I can tell you, every week they're either gonna fight those two in a tag match or they're gonna